Hello Aries, welcome to your mid-December energy check-in. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Michelle. This is Gypsy Insights Tarot and Aries. This is for my Aries Sun and Rising, Moon and Venus signs. So Aries, let's check in with you mid to late December 2025. You've drawn the energy of water flight. Now, water flight, this is about lifting burdens, heaviness lifting, and a sense of weightlessness. So you may have been able to cast aside some responsibilities, something that felt like the weight of the world was on your shoulders. For some of you, when it comes to an energy of air, you may have been very focused on thoughts. You may have been thinking about something to the point of it becoming such a burden that now that you have decided a course of action, or there's some kind of energy here of lifting a weight, but it feels from your mind more than your physical body. So let's see where this is all going. For my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs, I want to thank you all for your positive energy this year, your support, your likes, your shares, your subscribes. All of that is much appreciated. And of course, I want to, while I'm putting down these cards, I'll take the opportunity to wish you a very happy, healthy, safe holiday period and a lovely new year as well. If you're interested in 2026 readings, I have those available. I'll link it down below. All right, Aries, let's see. Right in the center, I'll be reading these mostly in the upright, so just letting you know. Six of Wands. Yeah, this feels like victory after a period of burden. So when it comes to what you've been fighting for, what you've been challenged by, it seems like you have come out the other side of this, the victor. For some of you, you've been going through a battle, not physically, but it feels more like an emotional or even a mental battle with other people or with someone. For some of you, you could be out the other side of a difficult challenge when it may have been a court case, it could have been a divorce, a separation, or for some of you, it may have been a battle to leave a job behind. But on the other side of this is a weightlessness, so it feels like you're very happy that something is no longer around. It felt like a burden. Now, Aries, in the past, Six of Swords, you've moved beyond what has been keeping you stuck. This is moving on to calmer shores, calmer energy, finding peace. So whatever has felt like was heavy on your mind throughout 2025, you're entering the latter part of December and into 2026 with this sense of, oh, thank God that's over. Now, Aries, some of you may have moved as well or relocated. We do have the Star card. Have to censor that for YouTube. But the Star card is a beautiful energy. Along with the Six of Wands, there's certainly recognition for a job well done. There's a independence that I see around you, Aries, taking the lead in your own life. For some, there's an energy of homecoming, so you may have moved recently to a place which feels like home or is home or was home at one point in your past. And I'm also getting an energy around this of this is a good place for you to reach the next level when it comes to your career, your business goals. I'll just have to turn this back over, guys, because it is a little graphic, so I'll leave that there. And in your near future, oh, look at things taking off for you. I love that for you, Aries. The Eight of Wands. There's speed, there's momentum. So if something has been a heavy responsibility for you and it's been something you've been working so much on or thinking so much about that you haven't had time for much else, it feels like you're getting back to feeling more of yourself and there's more of you being able to pick up perhaps anything that you left. I'm also getting that hopefully you haven't left something physical or tangible behind. For some of you, you might, in which case it could be mailed to you, I'm getting, or delivered to you in some capacity, but that won't be for all of you. Your best path to follow is the Knight of Wands. So Aries, yeah, it seems like whatever you've done here, wherever you've travelled to, it's going to be for the best of your health. Your forward momentum is going to take off. Yeah, it feels very much like your fire is being relit, re-engaging an energy that was lacking for a while, and refocusing. Around you we do have the Chariot, so yes, that's that burdens being cast away so that you can move forward. There's 2 cards of triumph for you, Aries, so you can achieve where most others are stuck. When it comes to mid to late December, for a lot of people it can be a tricky time because there's a lot of burdens and responsibilities around the holidays. But I don't sense that with you. I feel that when it comes to the holiday season, other people are bearing more of the burden than you are. Yes. There's not a lot of heaviness around you anymore. I think because you've just been dealing with so much, working under pressure, that other people may be taking up the burden of responsibility of the holiday season. And for some, you're visiting someone in their home. Your hopes and fears, 10 of Cups. You could be visiting home, parents, and it seems like there's not a lot of responsibility there. It feels like other people taking care of the food, the entertainment, all of that, and you can sit back, relax for a little while, because I do feel you've been under a lot of heavy stress in 2025. The outcome for you, Aries, is the Devil. More of a passion, pleasure, a little bit of dependence that I see, but I don't see it as something that is going to be like forever. It's just for this period of time. And what's hidden here is the Queen of Cups. I feel that that's you enjoying yourself, Aries, enjoying the company of people around you. For some, you could be visiting someone in their home. It could be this Queen of Cups, or someone who is a water sign. We get water energy, water flight. And this person is not a heavy person. They don't put a lot of burdens onto you. They don't put a lot of responsibility onto you. So you can be free to be with this person without a whole lot of attachments to it, is what I'm getting. For some of you, this could even be a spouse or a mother figure in your life, Aries. So let's see where this is going. I'm going to pull a card from the Alice in Wonderland deck. It looks like a place to heal, especially if 2025 has been an unusually heavy year for you. Family, people around you, loved ones, they want to take the burden off you. We've got the energy of investigate, very much a Page of Swords energy, and on this card it says look closely, ask questions, and think before acting. Okay, so when we talk about investigating things, researching, there could be people asking you questions that feel a little burdensome, in which case Spirit is asking you to relieve those burdens. You don't have to answer anything that you feel is perhaps overstepping. Aries. I feel like right now you're going with the flow. You know, you're trusting in other people, and for some of you, you could even be following orders at this particular time. Why? Because I just don't feel like you're in a position to give orders, or you're not really wanting to. You know, this devil energy feels more like depending on others at this present time, going with the flow. Normally, Aries, you're someone who is quite adventurous, curious, impetuous, but you're also sensible, cautious, and inquiring. Yeah. You know, some people around you may be trying to give you advice. They may be saying, you know, well, it didn't work out because, and giving you some sort of common sense advice. If that's the case, guys, then I think you have to check and verify, you know, rather than just trusting what other people have to say. For some of you, you're really wanting to take a bold new path, you know, to boldly go where no one has gone before here, Aries. Yeah. And while everything will probably work out just fine, you still need to take, you know, we can't be too much in this energy of not taking responsibility. Because although at the present time there is this caretaker energy being taken care of, ultimately you have to be your own caretaker. So look over details. If you are sending something, or look over the details, or even if you receive something, you know, it may not be yours, guys. Check the packaging details. Check what's in, if you are delivering a service or receiving a service. Look at the fine print, ask questions, investigate. If you are receiving an offer, let's just say it's a divorce, or you're separating from a company, make sure you look at the fine print. Don't sign anything before you look at the details. It's not about blindly following or placing too much trust in other people. Ultimately, I see it as okay, but it's important for you to look over the details of anything that you're doing mid to late December. So I don't actually think that you're going to find anything alarming or hidden. But, of course, it's well worth checking, guys. So don't follow orders or blindly do what you're told. Investigate and then decide. And if you go ahead, do it from a place of making sure you've done your due diligence, your research. Now, we can't prepare for everything in life, of course, but we can do the best we can. So there's a warning here not to rush ahead without checking. Certainly one thing you can't do right now, Aries, is be reckless, or even there could be some sort of battle with someone who thinks they know best. I feel that somewhere in the middle is the best way. There may have to be some sacrifice or compromise. This healing energy is from a past situation, and as long as you've gone through this challenge and you've learned the lesson, I see things going really well. Yeah, Aries, I'm not getting a really negative energy about this one little bit, but there's just this minor energy of looking closely. Okay, so let's get some messages here for you, Aries. We have matter and spirit. I would say be sure to be flexible at this time. I'm picking up this Six of Wands as achieving success as long as you remain open and available. Open, what does that mean? Well, when we talk about this water flight, this lifting of the burden, a sense of weightlessness. It's not taking on too much responsibility of what's happened in the past, just owning what's yours, learning the lesson, and then being able to move on. If you're feeling overly responsible for something, there's a need to look deep there. Maybe ask for forgiveness if that's something that you need to do. It won't be for all of you. Yeah, so what are you taking on in terms of responsibility that isn't yours? Look closely at that, investigate it, because someone could be around you telling you that you're solely responsible, and you may not be, guys. So just be mindful of that. I think that anything that someone says to you mid to late December, Aries, you really have to investigate the root of it. Where is it coming from? And don't respond or react in a way which comes from a place of anger or fear, because you could be being triggered, or someone around you could be poking you here at this time, Aries. This devil energy could be someone around you who's acting a bit devilish. Yeah, but if you retreat, if you remain like the Buddha here and be peaceful in meditation, don't react, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine here, Aries. Someone could be laying some guilt trip on you around the holiday season. Look closely at where that's coming from. Ask questions. Don't just take it on board. Yeah, don't just take it on board. They may see you as a captive audience, especially if you're visiting people for the holidays, Aries. They may take the time to kind of, they feel like they have you there, that you're trapped there, so that they can ask you all these different questions. Yeah, that can be a difficult thing. But there's this gardener and the home. So Aries, I do feel that for you, find peace where there is an energy of feeling trapped or feeling backed into a corner. Let's see, I'm going to get another card, one more card here for Aries. These are just quick little readings, quick energy check-ins for just before the holiday season. So let's have a look here at message for Aries. What are they dealing with here? Yeah, rainbow blessings. There's a lot to be thankful for. Blessings are showering into your life. Whatever this is that you're moving away from, it definitely is a blessing. But you may have people asking you a lot of details, but again, you don't have to say anything at all. You know? Right now it's the time to be removed of guilt, shame, burdens. But tread thoughtfully with this narrow pathway, because there could be some traps or tricks here with that devil energy. Stay peaceful. Stay in the zone. Don't allow yourself to be guilted or trapped into a situation. Definitely not. One more card here, please, for Aries. Yeah, expand your horizons, step out of the box. Yeah, I feel like this energy, it's very transient. It's something that's here and gone, guys. I feel that you're going to be in this energy for mid to late December, and then in January you're going to be moving off in another direction. So you won't be trapped in this situation too long. Use the time wisely to think things through, to think about your next action with this Chariot card. Use this time to be thankful for the rainbow blessings that you have coming into your life. This Eight of Wands tells me that there's a lot of positive energy being put your way, Aries. But of course, with anything, we have to tread lightly and tread thoughtfully when we move forward. Considered action. Consider all of your actions and reactions here, Aries. I'm going to wish you a happy holiday season and a happy new year. If you'd like a personal reading or you'd like to get one for someone else for the holidays, feel free to contact me. My details are down below, or you can just Google me, Gypsy Insights Tarot on Etsy. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your hypes, and your subscribes. I appreciate all of your support throughout the year, Aries. Drop me a comment down below. I love to hear from you guys, and I will speak to you again very soon. Don't forget about my 2026 readings as well. Those are down below. Thank you, guys. Wish you the best.